everyone. Today I'm going to be telling you guys some random facts about myself while I work on the Trailblazer track. There's only around a week left of the track, I believe, so I really want to get it done during that time. Feel free to work on the track alongside me, or clean, or eat lunch, or do your homework, or whatever while I yap about myself. Alright, let's get started. I'm pretty much just gonna be saying whatever about myself that pops into my head, so I apologize in advance if some of these facts are just all over the place. My real name is not Jasmine, but it does start with a J. I've mentioned that in a previous video, and everyone that commented trying to guess my name was wrong. I didn't see a single comment with my name. So if you want to try and guess what it is, go ahead. I've been told that I don't look like my name, and that's probably because it's kind of a stereotypical like mean girl name, and I guess I don't look like a stereotypical mean girl. Next up, I have two pets. I have a black lab and a Syrian hamster. My lab is named Jadzia. That name comes from the Star Trek show Deep Space Nine. It's from the 90s. It is my absolute favorite show, literally ever. I am certainly a big Star Trek fan. And then my hamster, Muffin, he kind of hates me, actually. I don't have chicken feet. That's so annoying. I should ask Mary for advice. No, I know what to do. Shut up. Yeah, so Muffin does not really like me. He doesn't really like people. He doesn't like human interaction, which I can't really blame him for. He's just a little guy. So I really don't get to see him all that much. But I still do really love him, and I just love owning hamsters in general, no matter what their personality is. Just because it's so nice getting to rescue them from a potentially bad life. Hamsters are definitely one of the most neglected animals in the pet trade, so I just love being able to give one a good life and guarantee its health and happiness and safety, you know? My mom is from Russia. She grew up in Russia while it was still the Soviet Union, so she lived like in both Ukraine and Russia. She would move around. It was all just the Soviet Union back then. So I have family all over Russia and Ukraine, and a lot of them have actually immigrated to the US recently because of the war. Speaking of which, I live in the US. I live in Colorado. It's so pretty. I'm definitely a mountain person over like a beach person. I don't like water. I actually don't own a single swimsuit. I was invited to go to like some water park by a friend last weekend, and I was like, well, I have to take my dog for a bath, so I can't. But also, even if I didn't, I wouldn't be able to go because I don't have a swimsuit. I am terribly afraid of spiders. I almost stepped on a spider a few days ago in my basement because the basement has spiders and crickets. Apparently, we found a cricket down there like a couple weeks ago, but that's off topic. I almost stepped on a spider. I screamed and I like ran upstairs just screaming, and I almost cried. And literally like right after that happened, my friend sent me a TikTok. You know that trend where there's like the dolphins and it says, I just want to be part of your symphony. You know that trend? And it said, I just sent 100 pregnant spiders to your location. That was not a good time. Like that gave me the chills. It was like they knew. I don't have any tattoos currently, but I would love to get some. Specifically like some pretty flower tattoos maybe. But also I would really love a symbolic hamster tattoo. Like not like a hamster just on me, I don't think. But I would love to get like an acorn or something. My first hamster was named Acorn. I love wearing press-ons. I'm wearing a pair right now. A pair of press-ons. Is that what they're called? A set. I'm wearing a set of press-ons right now. And I'm just tapping, I'm ASMRing, as I like to call it, on everything. I just feel so much more complete with them on, you know? I take a ceramics class, so I'm not always able to have them on, but right now the project I'm working on doesn't require I use the wheel, which is what would prevent me from having press-ons. I took Latin for 3 years. Honestly, I don't think it helped me at all in life. The entire time I was like, this is probably useless, but I have to take it anyway. And everyone around me was like, no, like Latin's helpful because you'll learn the roots of words and whatever. It was not helpful. I genuinely don't think learning Latin helped me in any bit. If anything, it probably set me back. So if you're currently taking Latin, I'm sorry for your loss, as in your loss of brain cells. Oh, I think we got a little prize. That's cool. I don't even know what these lantern things do, but our next prize is the cute jacket, so I'm excited. In 4th grade, I won my school's spelling bee. I didn't even study all that much. Like, I don't know how it happened. So after that, I went on to the state spelling bee, and when I got the study list for all the words, I was shocked. There were words in all kinds of different languages. I was not gonna study all of that, so I didn't, and I showed up to the state spelling bee, registration thing? I don't know what it was. It wasn't the actual spelling bee, but what it was you showed up and you took like a test just to qualify, I guess. And you could only do that if you had won your school's spelling bee. So I took the qualifying test thing, and I remember one of the questions, the only one I remember, is what is a flotilla? And I put a tortilla floating in space, which I knew it wasn't, but I was so sick of all this spelling bee nonsense. And me and my dad, we went and we got lunch at Smash Burger. If you know, Smash Burger slaps. It's so good. And I remember it was a snowy day out. We checked the list that they had posted on the door to see if I'd qualified, and I hadn't. And me and my dad celebrated, which is like so funny. We celebrated because I didn't qualify for the spelling bee. I was really weird when I was in 4th grade. I used to play with worms. I would dissect worms with my friends, and there would be so many crickets on the turf field. Play with the crickets and befriend them. Only the baby crickets, because if they pinched you, it didn't hurt. Oh, let me in. Oh, Scott Buttergood is going to beat me. No, come on, barbecue. Come on. So no! He's gonna beat me. It's okay. I pressed the restart button. Okay, what was that even saying? Oh yeah, so I have pink hair. I regularly bleach my bangs and my money pieces, which are like the front framing parts of your hair. And when I get bored of just having them be blonde, in contrast to my dark brunette hair, I color them. So right now it's kind of like a split dye pink. So one side is like hot pink and the other is a nice pastel pink. It's very pretty. There are pictures up on my Instagram in my IRL story folder thingy, if you're curious. Every time I have bleach and I'm like re-bleaching my roots, I have to fight the urge to bleach my whole head because I have this massive fear of bleaching all my hair and then it all frying off and then being bald. I'm scared of being bald. My favorite season is autumn because of those wonderful, wonderful vibes. I get seasonal depression in the summer just because it's so hot. I can't really go outside and do anything. So when fall comes around, I'm just so excited that the seasons are finally changing. I am an avid crocheter. I've been crocheting since I want to say 2021. I absolutely love crocheting. Other than making videos, it's kind of the only artsy kind of thing I do. I currently identify as bisexual. I believe everyone should love who they want to love as long as it's all consensual and they aren't hurting anybody. I've been playing Star Stable since 2016, I want to say, but I've had this account since 2019. I'm pretty sure I started playing because I saw some ads on Girls Go Games. I just would make an account, play through everything I could for free, and then when I couldn't do anything else on that account, I'd make another one and do the same thing. I'm sure there are at least 10 accounts out there that just have random names that I took and used during this phase. There were a couple protocol that I kind of stuck with and played on more regularly even after I got up to level 5, but I don't know their information anymore, sadly. Then in 2019, when I got my tonsils removed, which is the only surgery I've ever undergone, I made the Jasmine Whale Cake account, got as far as I could up to level 5, and I was like, hold up, this is kind of fun actually, and I ended up buying Star Rider for myself. So if I had never gotten my tonsils removed, I might have never come back to this game. That's so wild, actually. I've never thought about it that way. I have never broken a bone. I'm definitely a very cautious, careful person. I don't take risks relating to like my health or potentially being injured or anything like that. I do take risks in other things like making big purchases. I definitely have a little bit of a shopping addiction. I'll spend very little money, just buy the basic necessities for months, and then there will be some month that comes along and I will just spend a not good amount of money on random things I don't need. And I just endured that. I think like July to like earlier this month. I'm actually not a horse girl whatsoever. I have never been a horse girl. I live in an area where people do own horses. There are barns where you can ride at. I have just never had any sort of interest in going to them. Oh my gosh, it sounded like someone was trying to break in through like back door, but it's literally just the wind. I am in therapy. I firmly believe that everyone should have the opportunity, the chance to go to therapy. It should be like going to the doctor or the dentist, like just another thing that you do to make sure that your health and yourself, you're in good shape. But instead of taking care of your body or your teeth, you're taking care of your mind. Alright, I have done a lot of training today. My computer is overheating and I'm scared it's gonna shut down and lose all this footage. So I think that's where we're gonna stop. Let me know if you guys would like another one of these videos. I'm honestly kind of all out of random facts. Like, I need a while for my brain to recharge and think of some more. But let me know if you want to see more. I love you guys so much. And I will see you all next week. Bye!